Welcome into the Platte Valley Investment Center pregame show. The Pioneers set to take on the Colorado Tribe here at Oregon Trail Park for their final tune-up before the final stretch of this 2026 summer ball season. Thank you so much for joining me here on KNEB in the Front Range League Network. I'm Lucas Macklin, back in action under the Pioneers. They try to continue their winning ways. In league play, they've won 6 of their last 9 games, including a 5-0 win over the Morgan County Wranglers back on Saturday. They have an exhibition game here today against the Colorado Tribe, who we saw the Outlaws take on last night. And then they were back in action tomorrow night against the Nebraska Outlaws. As again, they're setting up for the end of their 2026 season. The Outlaws were able to dismantle this Tribe team 14-4. Big thanks in part to a 10-run second inning that was continued by an error. We'll see what the Pioneers have in action in tonight's ball game. They send out their assistant hitting coach in Dalen Powell Salters to pitch in this one. He also got to get a chance to hit in the 10-hole. We'll see what he has on the mound. Said he hasn't pitched in an actual game since he was 13 years old, but he's just here to try to eat up some innings. Could see Eric Toller later in this one as well. And on the other side, it's going to be Jackson Carbajal going for the Tribe. The Monterey Peninsula product appeared in 14 games during his freshman season. He made 2 starts, pitched to a 5.9 ERA, pitched 29 innings. In those 29 innings, he collected 2 saves, struck out 21 batters, did walk 27, so could see a little bit of some wild pitching in this one. But he didn't give up any home runs in his first season. We'll see what the Pioneers have today, as they've been hitting the ball hard a lot. They were the benefactor of some defensive mistakes by the Wranglers in that game on Saturday. They scored 5 runs, only 2 of them earned, thanks to a couple of big defensive mistakes. But a couple games ago against the Outlaws, they hit 5 home runs. Those coming off the bats of Carter Simmons, Rivers Freckleton, Jordan Fitzpatrick, Paxton Markheim, and Cole Roth. Take a short break here on KNEB in the Front Range League Network, and when we're back, we'll have these starting lineups for you here at Oregon Trail Park.
Just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. Once I get in and I put it in drive, ain't no more stopping me, don't even try. Controlling the chaos, controlling the vibe. Yeah. These are the shots that you don't take. You'll never be heard if you don't say. Just gotta get out your own way. You can't learn to fly in your heart if you don't let go. Step out of the shadows, into the fire. Don't be afraid to go out on a wire. Live in the moment, turn it up louder. This is what you're made for. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be
Welcome back into the Logos broadcast booth here on the Platte Valley Investment pregame show. Logos is your home for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Shop the showroom and have something custom made at Logos, 1344 10th Street in Gering. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by the University of Nebraska Medical Center College of Nursing. UNMC is preparing the next generation of nurses with hands-on training, expert faculty, and real-world experience all close to home. If you're ready to make a difference in your community and start a rewarding career in healthcare, discover your future with the UNMC College of Nursing in Scottsbluff. For more information, contact Megan Graham at 308-632-2024. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Colorado Tribe. Similar lineup to what was last night's lineup for the Tribe. It'll be Grady Jacobs back in the leadoff spot playing in left field, followed by Brody Sorolis at shortstop. Batting third, one of the extra hitters is Caleb Korth. Batting fourth, the first baseman Josh Sutrina. Batting fifth and catching is Lucas Schultz. Batting sixth and in center field is Owen Elzer. Batting seventh and third base is Max Trujillo. Batting eighth in right field, Sean Clays. Batting ninth, the starting pitcher from last night's game, DHing, is Hayden Stack. And at second base, batting in the 10-hole, is Reese Hodges, another pitcher who pitched last night, and he did a good job at that. And as I said, pitching for the Tribe is Jackson Carbajal. Now the starting lineup for your Western Nebraska Pioneers. In leadoff spot playing second base is Michael Fisher. Batting second at third base is Deshaun Harvey. Batting third in left field is Ray Zamaripa. Batting fourth, DHing, is Jacob Solis. Batting fifth at first base is Paxton Markheim. Batting sixth and at shortstop is Carter Simmons. Batting seventh and catching is Cole Roth. Batting eighth and in center field is Dante Wade. Batting ninth in right field is Jordan Fitzpatrick. And in the 10-hole and pitching, as I said, is Dalen Salters. The starting lineup against the Wranglers. Of the players in the lineup, only three of them managed hits. Carter Simmons had a triple in that game. Cole Roth got a single and scored a run. And Michael Fisher went 1 for 2 in that game. So let's try to get back into their hot-hitting ways. So you've got the home plate meeting going on. Let's see what the Pioneers can do. Again, this offense has been hit or miss, but it's been mostly hit as of late. A little bit of a different look lineup for this exhibition match. Again, kind of like I said, different look. That middle of the lineup, Jacob Solis, Paxton Markheim, and Carter Simmons has been extremely dangerous, as well as Cole Roth. See what they can do against this Tribe team, who, again, gave up 14 runs but didn't get help from their defense. See what they can do today. Again, new pitcher going for them is Jackson Carbajal. As I said earlier in the pregame show, made 14 appearances and pitched 29 innings during his freshman season at Monterey Peninsula, where he allowed 27 walks and struck out 21, but didn't give up any home runs on the season. That'll do it for the Platte Valley Investment pregame show. You're tuned into the home of the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Tonight's matchup brought to you by the Platte Valley Investment Center, your trusted hometown team for all your investment needs. We're back after the short break here. We'll have the opening pitch here on KNB in the Front Range League Network.
Our one rule is don't hurt the pitcher, okay?
I did it all, I pulled away on my shoulders like it
Welcome back into Oregon Trail Park here on the Front Range League Network and KNB. I'm Lucas Macklin as we get ready for the national anthem. This Pioneers team trying to continue their winning ways. It's been the pitching. It's going to be a different little pitching matchup for them today as they're sending out their assistant hitting coach, Dalen Powell-Salters. He will be on the mound. This Pioneers team only managed 4 hits in that game against the Wranglers, but they did get 5 runs thanks to some walks and as well as defensive mistakes. I mentioned those hits came from Ray Zamaripa. Actually, that Zamaripa didn't play in that game. It came from Michael Fisher, Carter Simmons Koroth, and as well as Rivers Freckleton, who is not in the starting lineup today, but we should see him later in the game. See if this Pioneers team can continue winning. Again, they've won 6 of their last 9 league games. They are finishing strong in this Front Range League season. It's now time for the national anthem here at Oregon Trail Park. Owner back will have that opening pitch for you here on KDB and the Front Range League Network.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And with that, it's time for baseball here at Oregon Trail Park. Dalen Powell-Salters takes the mound. He'll be throwing to the young Cole Roth. That opening pitch brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees, and don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Outlaws beat this Tribe team 14-4, as I said, and thanks large part due to a 10-run second inning. See if the Pioneers can try to do something similar. We've seen them score in bunches at times this year as well. Defensively for the Pioneers, it is Ray Zamaripa in left, Dante Wade in center with Jordan Fitzpatrick out in right. Round the horn is Deshaun Harvey at third, Carter Simmons at short, Michael Fisher at second, Mark Heim at first, and behind the plate, as I said, the young Cole Roth, who's been really good back there so far. Done a good job at calling games. Had a chance to talk to him before the game, kind of about what his approach is behind the plate. He has caught 2 of 5 stolen base attempt runners. Two of those 3 stolen bases were thanks to Braden Basie, who is the Front Range leader in strikeouts. And we'll see how much Salters has in him as we're trying to continue the winning ways for the Pioneers. Looks like Salters is ready. So the ball will go down. And we're ready to play baseball at Oregon Trail Park here on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. There are some clouds in the sky, but nothing too dangerous looking. A little bit different of a middle infield as well. As I said, Carter Simmons at short and Fisher at second. Now it's Grady Jacobs stepping in. Didn't manage a hit last night. Did walk. Knocked in an RBI and a sac fly. Struck out twice. Scored a run when he did walk as well. Steps in as the first one to face Salters here in this ball game. First pitch, and that one is lined towards short. Simmons has got it on a hop. Throw to first is in time, and a quick out number one to get us started here in tonight's ball game. With one out, it brings in Brody Sorolis. 0 for 4, didn't reach, and struck out twice.
Next up, shortstop, Brody Sorolis.
That first pitch misses low and away for ball one. That 1-0 misses as well, and it's a quick 2-0 count to the shortstop playing at San Mateo. Wasn't used much as a hitter, but was used plenty as a pitcher. Appeared in 13 games for them. Fouls that one off. Trying to find his first hit here at Oregon Trail Park. The 2-1 misses low, and it's a quick 3-1 count here to Sorolis. Two guys on deck, both collected hits last night. That 3-1 misses wide, and it's a one-out walk for Sorolis. He reaches for the first time here in this two-game set for the Tribe. Now brings in Caleb Korth. That first pitch is in there for strike one. Salters trying to work around that one-out walk here early in this one. The 0-1 misses low and tight. Count evens at 1-1. That one's chopped foul, and it's a 1-2 count. Third batter that Salters is facing here today. The 1-2 pitch misses low below the zone. Another good stop by Roth. He's been excellent at that so far. Count even at 2-2. The 2-2 popped up in the infield. Should be playable. It's Fisher moving under it. He's got it for out number 2. So with 2 outs, it brings in Josh Sutrina. 1 for 4, reached 3 times last night on that single, and then 2 walks. First pitch catches the corner. Starts ahead of a batter here, 0-1. Comes set with Sorolis at first. The 0-1 misses a low count, evens at 1-1. Again, Roth has handled himself well behind the plate. We'll see if the Tribe with 2 outs here want to try to test that arm. They don't hear. That one is popped up behind the plate and out of play, and another 2-strike count. Since that walk, Salter's done a good job getting out in front of these Tribe hitters. Count 1-2, 2 away. Runner stands at first here, top of the first. Sorolis leads off first. Salter sets and delivers. That one taken high and count evens at 2-2. Sorolis takes off. The 2-2 pitch misses low and away. No chance for Roth on that one. And now it's a full count to the first baseman for the Tribe.
Western Nebraska Thunder!
Payoff pitch. Chopped towards third, but foul, and we'll do it again. Sutrina, the freshman at Hendrix College. Again, similar to some of these players, for some of these teams, he's a guy who hasn't had or he's one of the few guys who's actually had some experience at the college level, had 33 at-bats. Runner takes off. That one swung on and missed. It's in the dirt. Toss will go down to first, which will be in time for out number 3. So Salters works around that 1-out walk and is able to get the strikeout to finish the inning, and the Pioneers come to bat for the first time here in the bottom of the first, here on the Front Range League Network and on KNEB.
So I wanna see where this could go. This could go. Break the news to everyone. The long-time wait is finally done. I wasn't hanging around for fun. You could be the one. Remember the start when you back in my heart again, like blood on a pen. Would it matter then when everything starts to fade? Back like it's yesterday. I want it all full send. Would it matter then? Would it Last time we talked, you had nothing.
Pioneers come to bat for the first time in this ball game. And as they get set, I want to let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Wells Fargo. For more than 125 years, Wells Fargo advisors have created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 308-632-7561. Together, we'll go far. Michael Fisher, Deshaun Harvey, Ray Zamareep at the top of this lineup, and they will be facing Jackson Carbajal, the Monterey Peninsula product. Did not pitch last night. Listed as a starter today. And last night for the Tribe was really a tale of 2 pitchers. Hayden Stack, who got the start, went 1 2/3 but allowed 10 runs. 8 of them earned, walked 4, only struck out 1, while Reese Hodges came in after him, pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, allowed 4 runs, just 1 of them earned as his defense let him down, walked 2 and struck out 6 Outlaws hitters. Did a good job at settling down that offense after they put up 10 runs on the starter. See what happens tonight. Again, Carbajal did walk 27 batters in 29 innings, only managed 21 strikeouts. See what it has in store for these Pioneers hitters. As the throw goes down to second, and we're set for the first time the Pioneers come to the plate. Michael Fisher looks like he'll be hitting from the right side to start this ball game. Fisher was one of the 4 out Pioneers to get a hit against the Wranglers in their last matchup. 1 for 2 with a strikeout looking. It was eventually a pinch hit for the guy waiting on deck in Deshaun Harvey. Does in fact hit from the right side as Carbajal winds and delivers. First pitch taken high for ball 1. The 1-0 is swung at and missed, and the count evens at 1-1. That one finds the outside corner. So now Fisher behind 1-2. He's going to have to try to battle back here. Carbajal gave up 21 runs, 19 of them earned from Monterey Peninsula. Now the 1-2 runs inside and it hits him. And Carbajal loses a batter at 1-2. He hit 6 of them during his freshman season. He's got 1 here, and it brings in Deshaun Harvey. Batting from the left side, as always. Playing third base tonight. Fisher now leads off first. Now from the stretch is Carbajal. So that one misses inside for ball 1. Crossed up his catcher a little bit there. Gives a couple looks at Fisher over at first. The 1-0 misses wide. So had Fisher at 1-2 and then hit him. Now he's behind 2-0 on the young Heston commit. The 2-0 pitch misses wide. So now a 3-0 count to Harvey. 8 walks and 16 hits on the season, including 2 home runs. He's taking all the way as that one finds its mark, middle. And now a 3-1 count. And the 3-1 pitch misses wide. And a hit batter and a walk. 2 free passes from Carbajal has put runners at first and second. Still no one out. As it brings in Ray Zamaripa to the plate as he's worked his OBP up all the way up to 353 on the season. He's done a good job as the season has gone on, being more patient, taking his walks. His last game that he played was that game against the Outlaws, where the bottom of the lineup really set the table. Him and Michael Fisher reached 7 of 8 times for Zamaripa's credit. Walked twice, got a single. And that one hits him. It also bounces off the mask of the catcher, or maybe his arm. Didn't quite see where it hit him as well as he's shaken up. 2 hit batters and a walk have loaded the bases. Still no one out, and the last guy you want to see come to the plate, and Jacob Solis. Solis was held mostly in check in that last game, went 0 for 2 with a walk and scored a run against the Wranglers.
Today's hometown hero, number 7, Jacob Solis.
The game prior to that reached 3 times and scored 3 runs, including 2 doubles against the Outlaws. Carbajal back to the windup as the first pitch is fouled off for strike 1. Still no hits on either side, but the Pioneers have loaded the bases. Still no one out with 3 free passes. The 0-1 pitch is taken wide and the count evens. Tried, managed a base runner in that top half. Wasn't able to do anything with it. That one on the ground towards third. It's past the glove of Trujillo. 1 run scores. They're waving in Harvey. Throw will be cut off, and another run will score, and it's a 2 RBI single for Jacob Solis as he starts off hot, and he starts the scoring, and Pioneers lead 2-0. Pioneers not wasting any time. 4 batters have come to the plate. 4 have reached First hit of the game, and it knocks in 2 for Paxton Markheim.
Next up, first baseman Paxton Markheim.
He was hit by a pitch in that last game, went 0 for 2 otherwise. First one just misses the outside corner. In that Outlaws game, hit his first collegiate home run, also singled as well. Came after the Jordan Fitzpatrick home run. The 1-0 on the ground towards first, and it's Olayed by Sutrina, and then it's Hodges who can't pick it up, and everybody is safe, and the bases are loaded. Really a question of who do you want to give that error on? It was Olayed by Sutrina. Hodges still had a chance, but just whiffed it, trying to pick it up to throw it to first. And now the bases are loaded once again, this time for Carter Simmons, who is no stranger to hitting with the bases loaded. Hit a grand slam to really break that game open against the Outlaws. Entering this game with a .727 slugging, has 3 home runs, 2 doubles, 2 triples. He tripled in that game against the Wranglers. First pitch, and that's on the line. That's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run will score. They're sending Solis home. Throw comes to the plate. It is in time to get the tag. He did. And Carvajal able to get that first out thanks to his defense. The Pioneers do add another one. They lead 3-0. Simmons didn't waste any time on that single. And out brings in the young catcher Cole Roth. With runners at first and second, now 1 out in the inning.
Next batter, catcher Cole Roth.
The Cal State Bakersfield commit. First AB of the game for him. So first pitch misses and gets past the catcher, and both runners will advance 90 feet. Carvajal has really struggled in this inning. Hit a couple of batteries, walked 1. He's given up 2 hits, and the only out he's gotten was from his defense, although they did give up 1 on that E4. That one misses low. Also bounces out of the glove of Schultz, although he's able to keep it in front of him. Now Roth works with a 2-0 count. He managed 1 of the 4 hits in that game against the Wranglers as well. The 2-0 chopper back to the pitcher. It's going to roll down the line. It's going to stay fair. And Cole Roth's going to have an infield single. How about that? Both runners will stay put, but Roth has himself an infield single on a ball that we traditionally see end up rolling foul. That one rolls fair. The Pioneers have the bases loaded for the 3rd time this inning for Dante Wade.
Next up in the Pioneers, center fielder Dante Wade.
Wade currently with a 667 OBP. He's earned 2 walks, been hit by a pitch. His last game went 0 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch. Now he's got the bases loaded here, still just 1 away. Bottom of the first, Pioneers lead 3-0. First pitch misses. Nope, it's called a strike. Although, it looked like it might have crossed up Schultz. So it bounced out of his glove. Looked like he was diving, and now they will have a conversation. Not the first time. It feels like they just haven't been on the same page in this inning. He did get the strike call, so it's an 0-1 count here to Wade. Now 3 hits, 3 free passes in this inning. The 0-1 pitch, that one stays high and the count evens to the Zion, Illinois native, playing for the North Central University Rams. The 1-1 outside corner. It's a 1-2 count. Carvajal trying to find a way to get another out in this long inning already. Pioneers have put up 3, but they got 3 more runners standing on the base paths. The 1-2 swung on and missed, got him on the off speed. First strikeout of the game for Carbajal, and there are 2 away for Jordan Fitzpatrick. Another guy with a grand slam on the season. Got a second home run in that last game against the Outlaws. You have to try to put up as many runs as you can here early. Don't want to let some of these opportunities pass you by. First pitch misses low. Stopped by Schultz, kept in front of him. It's a 1-0 count. Bases loaded, 2 outs here. Bottom of the first inning, 3 in already. Fitzpatrick, the 9th batter to come to the plate. It's the starting pitcher, Pal Salters, awaiting on deck. The 1-0 breaker just lost it on that one. Schultz, another good play to keep it in front of him, just able to glove it, and that's a 2-0 count. Fitzpatrick steps back in league play with a .306 batting average. 2-0 finds the outside corner. Now 2-1 to the right fielder tonight for the Pioneers. That one misses as well. (3-1) with nowhere to put him. Carbajal's got to find a strike. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A big swing, and the count runs full. Markheim stands on at third. Simmons on second. Roth at first. They will all get a head start. Payoff pitch. Misses for ball 4, and a run will score. It's an RBI walk for Fitzpatrick. And the bases stay loaded for the man they call Coach D. Played for Morehouse College for a couple of seasons. The first pitch finds his own for strike 1. He enters with the bases loaded. That one on line towards first. Softly but foul, and he's behind 0-2. During his 2022 season from Morehouse, appeared in 27 games, had 6 home runs, 5 doubles. Hit to a .313 batting average, a .430 OBP. Takes the 0-2 pitch, top of the zone for strike 3. Goes down looking, and the Pioneers strand the bases loaded, but they do score 4 and lead 4-0 as we head to the second here on KNB in the Front Range League Network.
You chose to walk, give what we had away. I hope you get what you're looking for. But babe, with me, you close the door on everything we could have been. Don't go thinking we could be friends. No, you can't bring us back from the dead. 'Cause when you know, you know. And when you don't, when it ends, it ends. When it ends, it ends. I really thought we might have been it, so my heart was shattered when it took the hit. Oh, I can't imagine doing all that again, even for one night to see where it went. Here's the thing, you made your bed, I just got yours, stay out of my head. No, you can't bring us back from the dead. 'Cause when you know, you know. And when you don't, when it ends, it ends. When it ends, it ends.
Dalen Salters out there for a second inning of work. He's got a 4-run lead to work with. He allowed 1 walk Just one base runner in that last inning. Stranded him at second. Now he faces 5, 6, 7 here in this inning. Started with the catcher, Lucas Schultz. Went 0 for 3 last night. Reached on a fielder's choice. Schultz, the Inglewood, Colorado native. Trying to lead off this second inning. The Tribe, after that second frame in last night's game, went down in a big hole early. They were down 11-0 and could not find a way to get on the scoreboard against the pitching coach and pitcher last night for the Outlaws, AC Plum. My fellow broadcaster pitched in that game last night as well, Bob Parsons. He allowed some runs, but overall they just weren't able to crack that scoreboard as much as they wanted to, and now they have to try to find their way to do it here again. So they trail 4-0 early. First pitch, Salters just lost that one, and it's a 1-0 count. Swings through that one. Count evens at 1-1 to the catcher, Schultz. That one finds the outside corner. It's a quick 1-2 count. Schultz behind the plate in that last inning looked a little bit uncomfortable. Again, just looked like him and his pitcher just a little bit out of sync. Now the 1-2 pitch. That one misses inside as he tries to get the front door breaker. Can't quite get the break, and the count evens at 2-2. Schultz able to foul that one off and stay alive. The 2-2 pitch misses outside, and the count runs full. Second straight full count Salters has been in. Payoff pitch misses low. Second walk of the game. He surrendered. And it is a leadoff base runner for the Tribe, and it will bring in Owen Elzer. No stranger of free passes. He reached twice, once on a walk, once on a hit by pitch. And then also hit an RBI sac fly. One of two in the game for the Tribe last night. Jacobs also had an RBI sac fly.
If you could stand back from the railing and netting, again, for your safety, we encourage you to cooperation. If you've got kids on the railing and
Now let's try to do the same here in this game. Just find a way to get on base, get some runs in.
next up, center fielder, Owen Elzer.
Scores around a bunt. Tries to put it down, but misses for strike one. So Sorolla steal a bag in that last inning. Kind of similar to last night's game with Parsons on the mound. It's a little bit of a longer delivery for a guy who's not a traditional pitcher. As he takes off there, he ends up going back as Elzer pulls back the bunt, and the count evens at 1-1. Harvey playing in at third. Markheim holding him on at first. The 1-1 misses wide. A great play by Roth to get over to get to it. Salters comes set with a 2-1 count. Elzer swings through that one, and the count evens at 2-2 here, top of the second inning. Pioneers with a 4-0 lead. No one out, runner at first on that leadoff walk. Elzer at the plate. Has had a productive at bat in each of his three he's had here at Oregon Trail Park as Salters checks on the runner over at first, nothing doing. Another 2-strike count for Salters in this inning. Schultz takes off. That one misses low, and Roth can't glove it, and Schultz with a stolen bag. Roth was almost able to pick that out of the dirt, make a good throw, just couldn't quite get out of the glove, and another full count for Salters. The payoff pitch, swung on and missed. Big out number one. Schultz stays put at second. And with one out, it brings in the third baseman, Max Trujillo. He had one AB last night where he went down on a ground out.
Next is that third baseman, Max Trujillo.
The McCook Community College athlete. That pitch misses wide for ball one. Be a redshirt sophomore this upcoming season during his 2024 senior season in high school at 341 with 6 doubles. That one lined into center. Wade over on it, can't get to it. Schultz had to wait. Throw comes in to the pitcher, Salters, as he's able to glove it. That is the first hit off of Salters in this game, and now runs to the corners with just one out for Sean Clays. 1 for 2 with a walk last night, and now in a big spot here early in this one.
Next up to the drive, right fielder, Sean Clays.
Schultz at third, Trujillo at first. Trujillo takes off. Pitch misses wide for ball one. Won't even get a throw. Dangerous spot here in the second frame for Salters. Runners at second and third, just one out. And that one misses low and away, and it's a 2-0 count early in this AB. Another one misses low and away. A base open. Would load the bases, but it would put a force at any base. The 3-0 pitch misses in the dirt. Third walk for Salters, and the bases are loaded for the starting pitcher from last night's game, Hayden Stack. Last night only managed to go an inning and 2/3. He walked 4, allowed 7 hits. 10 runs came in, 8 of them earned. Only struck out 1. First time we'll see him hit in this 2-game set at Oregon Trail Park.
Next up, designated hitter, Hayden Stack.
Big AB here for the Tribe. One out, bases loaded. That first pitch misses high. The 5th straight pitch to miss from Salters. He's back to the windup now with bases loaded. That one finds the corner and the count evens. 1 hit, 3 walks. He struck out 2 so far. Had him out in front of that one, and it's a 1-2 count against Stack. Trying to find a big second out. If he can get a strikeout with the runner still staying put, that would be massive. The 1-2 pitch just misses outside and couldn't get the swing. The 2-2 delivery. That one misses outside. Another full count is third of the inning. He had Schultz at 1 and 2, eventually lost him on a walk. Trying to do the same here to Stack with nowhere to put him. Payoff pitch is fouled off. Stack able to stay alive. The next payoff pitch from Salters. That one misses low, and that will score a run. An RBI walk for Stack. First run of the game for the Tribe scores. They now trail 4-1. Now it's Reese Hodges to hit. We saw him pitch last night as well, playing second base tonight. Hodges went 5 innings of work. Allowed 4 runs, just one of them earned. As that one on the ground toward short. Simmons able to get to it, but he bobbles it. And everybody is safe, and another run scores. Bases are still loaded as the infield comes to the mound to have a quick chat. As they do, I want to let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by The Dugout. They invite you to come check out the newest recreational option in Scottsbluff, and you can register online at the info@thedugoutsb.com. Once again, that's info@thedugoutsb.com. Back to the top of the lineup, and Grady Jacobs, he grounded up to short his first time up. It's now 4-2, bases still loaded. First pitch swinging as he fouls that one off for strike one. Faced just 4 batters in the first inning. That's the 7th batter he's facing here in the second. That one misses high out of the zone. Looks like Toller's warming up in the bullpen. That pitch misses below the zone. Bases loaded with a 2-1 count, still just 1 out in the inning. That one can't quite catch the corner. 3-1 count. Just like the last AB, nowhere to put him. The 3-1 delivery misses high and tight, and they walk in another run. And it looks like they will make the change. Salters couldn't get that last 2 outs here in the second inning, and it will be Toller to enter. Again, Salter's not a traditional pitcher. Seen a lot of that this year. Just couldn't find the zone with 5 walks, did strike out a couple. He's got 3 runners out there counted to him. 2 of them he's only responsible for after that E6. Pioneers scored 4 in the first inning. Tribe with 3 here in the top of the second. And Toller will come in with 1 out and the bases loaded to try to maintain that slim 1-run lead. First one he's going to face is Brody Sorolis, the San Mateo product, who had 4 ABs, 6 plate appearances during his freshman season, where he walked twice, went 0 for 4. Interesting to see if we see him pitch. Didn't pitch last night. Again, he made 13 appearances and pitched to a 3.31 ERA. Toller pitched 4 innings in a game against the Buckley Bombers, where he went 4 innings, allowed 4 runs, struck out 3, and walked 1. Also pitched a game against the Fort Morgan 19U team. Now he's out there against these Colorado Tribe, and it's not an easy task he's got. Enters with a 1-run lead here in the top of the second inning. With a slim 1-run lead, the base is loaded with 1 out. And it brings in Brody Sorolis. Reached on a walk in his first AB, stole a bag, but was stranded at second. To strike on the outside corner to start this AB. Stack stands at third, Hodges at second, Jacobs at first. The 0-1 pitch drops just below the zone. The count evens at 1-1. Corners are playing in a little bit. That one misses low and away. 3 runs have scored in this inning. 3 more stand on the base paths. That one chopped up the middle. Simmons charging on it, and he's going to boot it, and another run will score. Trying to be quick to potentially get the double play. Instead, they get nothing. The bases stay loaded as we are now tied. Just 1 hit in this inning. A couple of errors. 4 walks. Now the first pitch to Korth misses high and wide for ball 1. That one doesn't catch the zone either. Just misses low, and it's a 2-0 count early. And this performance for Toller. That one catches the corner. Toller, the manager of this Pioneers squad, assistant coach over at Missouri Valley College. Two one up the middle. Could be 2. Simmons has it. Toss to second for 1. Fisher throw over to first. It's not in time, and another run will score. The infield killing it, so Simmons can't quite turn 2. But they do get a big second out of the inning. Korth gets another RBI, had 1 last night.
Next up for the Tribe, extra hitter, Gabe Hope.
Brings in Josh Sutrina. First pitch misses outside for ball 1.
First baseman, Josh Sutrina.
That one misses high and wide. Tribe now lead 5-4. Still just 1 hit in this frame. Runner takes off. Pitch on the ground towards first. Gloved by Markheim. He'll take his time and tag first base, and the inning is over, but the Tribe strike for 5. And they lead 5-4 as the Pioneers come to bat in the bottom of the second here on KNB in the Front Range League Network.
End of the road, nowhere to go. You cut the ties, you burn the rope. So don't let me see your name lighting on my phone when it was you who let go of everything we could have been. Is it sinking in all your regret? No, you can't bring us back.
From the first moment I saw you, I knew I had to make you mine. Wanted to know everything about you. I didn't want to waste no time. What's something I can do for you, darling?
Both teams hit around in their last frame, but the Tribe get 5, the Pioneers got 4, and that's where we stand on the West Coast scoreboard. So top of the lineup due up, it's Michael Fisher, Deshaun Harvey, and Rivers Freckleton, who checked in for Zamaripa back in that last inning. Zamaripa was hit by that pitch, and you gotta wonder if that potentially played into that switch. Again, this just being an exhibition game. Don't want to risk any extra injuries you don't have to. Carbajal out there for his second inning of work, now working with a 1-run lead. See what he can do here in his second inning. See if he can try to rein it in a little bit. First pitch swinging to Fisher. Starts behind 0-1. Hit by a pitch, and one of the 2 runs that scored on the Solis singles. That one's fouled out of play, and it's a quick 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch is fouled off. Fisher hitting from the right side in this AB. Did it his first time as well. Fouled off a couple of those pitches. Top corner of the zone. The next 0-2 delivery. Able to foul it off to stay alive. Fisher, the Scottsbluff native, playing at Western Nebraska Community College. Will be a redshirt freshman this upcoming season. He's gotten a ton of opportunities at the plate. The next 0-2 pitch, able to put a charge into that one, but foul. Count stays at 0-2 to Fisher. Carbajal trying to find a put-away pitch. Hasn't been able to get it quite yet. He hit a couple of batters in that first inning. Want to avoid that here. And the 0-2 pitch is swung on it, missed. Caught chasing the high fastball, and there are 1 out in the inning. Now brings in Deshaun Harvey, who earned a walk his first time up. Also scored on the Solis single. So now got Freckleton awaiting on deck. First pitch up the middle, softly towards Hodges. Double clutches, and he is out at first. Harvey made it close, but can't get on. Our 2 out. Hodges was charging over at second. Again, kind of double clutched it a little bit. Now it leads to Rivers Freckleton for the first time in this game. Replacing Zamaripa in the top half of the second. Entering this one with a .341 batting average in league play. A couple of doubles and a home run. First pitch swing at the off-speed, 4-1. With Solis on deck. If he can get on base, he can create some 2-out magic, but he swings through that off-speed as well. He's quickly behind 0-2. Canadian in the right-handed batter's box. One of the 2 still left in the Front Range League, the other one being Alon Seepersod. 0-2 on the ground towards short. It is past the shortstop. Sorolis just couldn't get to it, and a 2-out single extends the inning to the aforementioned Jacob Solis. One of the 3 hits in that first inning, drove in 2. See if he can try to keep this 2-out rally alive. Freckleton's got some speed. He's stolen 8 bags. So he gets checked on, the ball gets away. Freckleton will have second. He'll round second and give it a look, but no chance of getting to third. Now, defensive mistake. Solis can single into that outfield grass. With the speed of Freckleton, could easily score him. Carbajal has his sign. He sets, gives a look back at second, and delivers the first pitch to Solis. Goes breaker and catches the outside corner for strike one. Solis knocked in 2, Simmons knocked in 1, and Fitzpatrick knocked in 1 on an RBI walk in that first inning. That one off the end of the bat, but foul to the right side. Now Solis quickly behind 0-2. Looks like Carbajal has a little bit more control over that off-speed pitch. Really just couldn't command it in that first inning. He's got a little bit more control here in the second. He's got Solis at 0-2. Pioneers trail by 1, trying to tie it up. The 0-2 pitch, that one's hit well out to center, sending Elzer back, but he will have enough room to bring it in for out number 3. Pioneers get a hit from Rivers Freckleton, but he's stranded at second. They trail 5-4 as we head to the top of the third here on KNB and the Front Range League Network.
That would make you smile. I'll bring you flowers, girl. Enough to see for miles. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. I love your style, and I love your grace. Said I love to put a smile on your pretty little face. I love it when you're close to me. That's where I want you to always be. I didn't know when I found you that I would find.
Trail Park. Pioneers trail 5-4 on the West Coast scoreboard. As Toller warms up for his first full inning of work, I want to let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Monument Physical Therapy. They understand that one size doesn't fit all. That's why they offer flexible treatment plans designed to fit any lifestyle. They have a board-certified orthopedic specialist who brings creativity and expertise together. Live from Oregon Trail Park here on KNB and the Front Range League Network, I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining me this Wednesday evening. Ramirez Amarripa now comes into play second, replacing Michael Fisher. Maybe we'll see him on the mound today, but it's too early to tell. Toller, as I said, in his first full inning of work, got the last 2 outs of that last frame. One reached on an E6. Caleb Korth grounded into a fielder's choice, and Sutrina grounded out to first. Now it's Lucas Schultz to lead it off here in the second, or in the third. He walked to lead off the second. Eventually scored on the Hayden Stack walk. First pitch, and Toller starts out in front of him 0-1. Trying to keep that deficit at 1. It's getting some fairly big wind gust. That one on the ground towards third. It's going to stay fair and just get around the third base bag. And a leadoff single. Tight ropes down the third baseline begins this inning as Schultz has reached twice. Now it brings in Owen Elzer. It was the one out Salter's got on a strikeout swinging. First time he's been officially retired in this 2-game set. That one can't quite catch the corner. Starts behind Elzer 1-0. The 1-0, that one also can't quite catch the corner. A couple of close misses to start this AB. And now it's a 2-0 count to the center fielder, Elzer. Schultz gets a good lead, stays there, out on the line towards short. Simmons gloves it, toss to second for one. Salmaripa to first. That one is in time for the twin killing. And as quickly as the Tribe had a runner on, it is eliminated and there are 2 outs. Saul Simmons struggle a little bit, had a couple of errors in that second inning. Makes a great play on that one to start the double play. And with 2 outs, it is Max Trujillo trying to extend this third inning. First pitch swinging is fouled out of play for strike 1. Pioneers got 4 in the bottom half of their first inning. The Tribe followed that up with 5 of their own in the top half of the second. Now Toller with one more out can work a quick 1-2-3 inning to get those bats back up. That one misses high above the zone. Count evens at 1-1 to the third baseman out of Golden, Colorado. 1-1 misses low and away. He's missed in that spot a couple of times, just not getting the call from the home plate umpire tonight. Two 2-1 delivery in the dirt. So a 3-1 count. Toller in danger of walking his first batter of the night. Needs to find a strike here to avoid it. 3-1 on the ground towards third. That one will go foul. The count runs full. And like Schultz wasn't able to keep that one quite fair, was Trujillo. Trujillo 1 for 2 over 2 games. Just had one plate appearance last night. The payoff pitch on the ground towards short. Simmons will have it. Throw to first is not in time, as this time he gives the bang-bang call to the Tribe. Seen a couple over there. Called out on a similar play with Deshaun Harvey. Called the out on the double play, and now a safe call on the infield single to extend the inning to Sean Clays. He walked against Salters his first time up. He fouls that one off the catcher, Roth, and starts behind 0-1. Toller's given up a couple of hits. One just danced down the third base line for a hit. That one was an infield single. That one lined to left. That one's going to get down for a base hit. And a couple of 2-out hits have extended the inning, and Tribe have something cooking here with 2 outs for Hayden Stack. He walked in a run his first time up. Stack, the pitcher from last night, kind of similar to Salters, only wasn't able to get out of the second inning. Went an inning and 2/3. Allowed 10 runs, 8 of them earned. It's an RBI walk so far in this game. He's got 2 more runners on here with 2 outs in the top of the third as the Tribe trying to add to their 1-run lead. That one a jam shot to the right side, but lands foul for strike 1. Single let off the inning for Schultz, then double play. Got 2 quick outs, and now a couple of back-to-back singles. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch stays a bit high, and the count evens. Stack the DH in this one after pitching last night. The 1-1, that's chopper towards second. Zamaripa's got it. He'll go to first, and that'll do it for the top of the third. Get a couple of runners on with 2 outs, but strand them both.
No runs on 2 hits and no
And they
errors.
go down scoreless here in the top of the third. Pioneers come to bat for a short break here on KNB in the Front Range League Network in the bottom of their third inning.
A love so true, and you can see it in my eyes. That girl, you've got me hypnotized. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours.
Pioneers up for their third time today. We'll see if this part of the lineup can get something going. Paxton Markheim reached on an E4, would eventually score on the Jordan Fitzpatrick walk. And then behind him, Carter Simmons and Cole Roth both singled. Simmons was up to left center field, while Roth was just down that third base line, able to stay fair on an infield single. Brings in Markheim for the second time today here in the third. As the first pitch from Carbajal finds the outside corner for strike one. Carbajal hit a couple batters and walked one in that first inning. In fact, those are the first 3 batters he faced. He walked one more, but since then has been a lot more accurate as that one is fouled down the third base line. In the last inning, a 2-out single from Rivers Freckleton extended the inning, but they weren't able to get anything out of it. Now Markheim in an 0-2 hole. And the 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed for out number 1. Now brings in Carter Simmons, who singled the first pitch he saw to left center field. Knocked in a run, but Solis was caught trying to make it 2 at the plate.
Next up, shortstop Carter Simmons.
Simmons has been swinging a red-hot bat pretty much all season, especially as of late. He takes the first pitch below the zone for ball 1. 386 batting average, a 462 on base. Just had a 727 slug. He fouls that one off, and the count evens. Second on the team with 15 RBIs, 3 home runs. He's also stolen a couple of bags. The 1-1 misses inside. He's had a good mix of taking some tough pitches and having good at-bats and also attacking early pitches. That one lined up the middle, and it's Olayed by Sorolis at short. Tried to play the ball in a hop, and the ball played him, and the second hit of the ball game for Carter Simmons. It's a one-out base runner on for the young catcher Cole Roth. His single was a very slow roller down the third base line. Catcher Schultz and third baseman Trujillo was trying to let it go, expecting it to roll foul, which we've seen so often here at this ballpark, but That one didn't have the roll. That one lined back up the middle. It is past the glove of Hodges. Simmons charging for third. He will come in with no throws. They will hold him at third, as Elzer struggled with it in the outfield. And once again, this duo of Simmons and Roth have back-to-back singles. And it puts runners on the corners for Dante Wade. He struck up the bases loaded his first time up. Another big spot for him. Tying run stands 90 feet away at third here in the bottom of the third. Pioneers trail 5-4 on the West Coast scoreboard, trying to knot it up or even take the lead here in this inning. First pitch is in there at the knees for strike one. Carvajal got a strikeout of Markheim and back-to-back singles here for the Pioneers. That one taken wide, count evens. The 1-1 pitch is fouled off and Wade in another 1-2 count. Same one he sat at in the first inning. He's here in the third inning. He's been retired 3 times so far this year. It's all been via the strikeout, as he calls time. He's also earned 2 walks, been hit by a pitch, and he has a single as well. The 1-2 pitch. That one on the line towards third. It is gloved by Trujillo, as that one was well struck, but just right at the third baseman. Now there are 2 outs for Jordan Fitzpatrick. Big bat near the bottom of this lineup. West Point, Mississippi. He was one of the 4 Rusk College athletes to come in for this Pioneers team. The first pitch is taken inside for ball 1. He's the last one still on the team, as Chris Moody and Devin James both just left back as well. It's man-man earlier in the season. That one, broken bat, bloop towards right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. It's going to score a run. Roth coming into the third. Throw comes in. It is not in time, gets away, but not nearly enough for him to advance. And Jordan Fitzpatrick has his second RBI of the game. And he has tied this one up at 5. Good base running from Roth. Gets him from first to third hit of the inning. Now it brings in the last hitter in the lineup, Dalen Powell Salters. Trying to turn around his 0-for-1 day in a big way with 2 runners on as he swings through that first pitch. A big swing at that. Starts behind 0-1. That one misses wide, count evens to the hitting coach for the Pioneers. Getting his first chance to play in a game this summer. The 1-1 misses, gets past, and Roth coming to the plate. There will not be a play, and the Pioneers have taken the lead on a wild pitch at 6-5. That's one way to get a run in. Chance to add to that 6-5 lead with Fitzpatrick standing at second. 2-1 lifted to right field out of play, and the count evens at 2-2. Clouds are starting to roll in, although rain isn't projected until around 11 o'clock tonight. The 2-2 pitch misses low in the dirt. Count runs full. So Salters at the plate. Former player from Morehouse College here on this Pioneers staff. Trying to extend the inning with Fisher awaiting on deck. The payoff pitch misses low. He earns a walk. First walk since the first inning for Carbajal. Puts runners at first and second. Still 2 outs for Michael Fisher. His third at bat of the game. He's been hit by a pitch and he's struck out swinging. Both times from the right side. He stays on the right side. First one misses low and away for ball 1. So all of a sudden that command has kind of lost it a little bit as Carbajal. The 1-0 delivery. Misses low and away. It's a 2-0 count. Fisher started this game in the leadoff spot, still stands in there, moved out of second for Zamaripa, but now he's hitting in the right-handed batter's box. Takes the 2-0 pitch, outside corner. The 2-1 is fouled back, and now a 2-2 count to the Pioneers hitter and Michael Fisher. Carbajal gave a look over at first, now comes set. Gives a look back at second, now the 2-2 pitch. And that one hit him. Second time he's been hit today. Been a little bit of a ball magnet himself, and the bases are loaded for Deshaun Harvey. Big spot for him here. He's walked and he's grounded out to second. It was a very close play at second. Bang, bang, that went the way of the Tribe. Big chance to add to that 6-5 lead. Carbajal back to the windup. It's the first pitch taken high for ball 1. Harvey with his smooth swing from the left side. He's had a couple of home runs, both off of the Outlaws pitcher Carter Reisig. The 1-0 misses high and away. He's got a 2-0 count. Big spot in this ball game. Chance to break this one open. That one finds the outside corner. Able to bring it down a little bit. The 2-1 is fouled out of play. Now it's a 2-2 count. Harvey on the season has been used as a pinch runner at times, so he scored 17 runs. He's stolen 8 bags. He's seen some really good base running moments from him this year. Trying to do something with the bat at the plate. 2-2 is foul tipped into the glove for out number 3. And the Pioneers strand the bases loaded for the second time in just 3 innings. They do get 2 runs and retake the lead at 6-5, but once again, it feels like they could have had more. Either way, the Pioneers will take a 6-5 lead into the 4th here on KNB and the Front Range League Network.
I am waiting for a bus at the end of the night.
Pioneers take that 6-5 lead. Toller out there for another inning of work. He's given up 3 hits so far, hasn't walked anybody, and he still hasn't surrendered any runs. As he warms up, let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all your quality automotive repair needs. Also brought to you by Hersted Monument Company, serving the Valley for over 100 years. Toller has gone 4 innings in each of his 2 appearances this season. And 4 innings in his last one anyway against the Bombers. He had 4 runs in those 4 innings. So far it looked good. He's got the 10-hole hitter, Reese Hodges, to start this 4th inning. First pitch taken high for ball 1. Hodges reached on an error by Simmons at short, eventually scored. That one lands in there. Count evens at 1-1. Again, Hodges last night basically did what Toller's doing. Came in to shut down the Outlaws offense. Allowed just 1 earned run in 5 innings of work. That pitch misses wide. That one misses outside and low. In that same spot Toller's been nibbling at, just outside the zone. Now Hodges with a 3-1 count here, first batter at the top of the 4th. Misses that one low and away and loses him. Second time Hodges has reached. Now it's back to the top of the lineup in the form of Grady Jacobs. Walked in a run back in the 2nd. He's also grounded out to short. Saw him in left field. Miscalculated a couple of balls last night. That one's fouled out of play in left field. One of those being off the bat of Brock Berry, where he just lost it in left field. Allowed Berry to get a long single. Another miss just outside the zone. Count evens at 1-1. Jacobs, one of the 3 Monterey Peninsula players. That one line in left field, that's going to get down for a base hit. Just the 2nd ball we've seen that well struck off the bat of, or off the arm of Toller, I should say. Now it's runners at 1st and 2nd with nobody out for Brody Sorolis as the Tribe trying to retake the lead in this ballgame. Sorolis has walked. He's also reached on an error. First pitch is fouled out of play. It was the first batter that Toller faced in the 2nd. Another one of those ground balls to Simmons. Maybe they can try to turn 2. They did it in the last inning. The 0-1 misses low. A great stop by Roth in that left-handed batter's box. Been saying that a lot. He is a great backstop to pitch to, as he does not let things get past him often. The 1-1, and just as I say that, ball gets past him. Never really believed in the broadcaster's curse, but that was clear a sign you'll see of one of them. So expected that ball to bounce a little bit higher and didn't quite. And now runners at 2nd and 3rd with nobody out for Sorolis with a 2-1 count. That one finds the corner, and it's a 2-2 count to the shortstop Sorolis, a 2-way player for San Mateo. Toller sets and delivers. That one on the line to left. Freckleton on his way back. It's over his head. That will score both runs. That will give the Tribe the lead right back. So we are in a very much back and forth ball game. Sorola's got all of that one. He knocks in 2. His second and third RBI of the game. Tribe now leads 7-6 on the West Coast scoreboard. Brings in at Caleb Korth, the Westcliff commit out of Parker, Colorado. Runner takes off. Pitch is called a strike. Throw down. And he's in there safely. Didn't slide. Must have thought the throw wasn't coming, but it was a very close play. Pitch was called a strike. Now the infield is going to come in here. Trying to limit the damage in this inning. That one is swung on and missed. And an 0-2 count to the extra hitter, Korth. 0-for-2 reached on a fielder's choice, and he's popped out to second. He stole 3 bags last night in the game against the Outlaws, and he went on that one. Toller's got his first strikeout and a big out, number 1. Infield will stay put with 1 out. Brings in Josh Sutrina. The only Tribe player to not reach in some form. Did reach 3 times last night, once on a single and on 2 errors. He takes the first pitch in there for strike 1. A walk, a hit, and a double. 2 runs in, third one standing 90 feet away with 1 out. That one softly in right field, and with the infield playing in, that one's going to get through for an RBI single for Josh Sutrina. It's now 8-6 Tribe. And he continues to Lucas Schultz. Seven hits on both sides, 8 runs for the Tribe, 6 runs for the Pioneers, a couple of errors on both sides as well. First pitch low and away for ball 1. Difference in this one, Tribe have stranded 5 in 3 innings. The Pioneers have stranded 7 in 3 innings. That one line right center field. It's Michael Fisher, who's in at right field, to get under it for out number 2. He's continually switching around players here in this exhibition game. 2 outs, runner standing at first. It's Owen Elzer. He's now the only Tribe player to not reach. So that pitch misses low for ball 1. Incorrectly said that Sutrina was the only one. Without the Sutrina single. It's Elzer, the last one to reach. That one on the outside corner finally gets that spot. Count evens at 1-1. 3 in, 1 on, 2 outs here in this inning for the Tribe. Check over at first, just trying to keep him honest. Pioneers' final exhibition before the final stretch of this Front Range League season. 1-1, up the middle, that's through for a base hit. And now Elzer reaches for the first time today on a single. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Pioneers back in action here at Oregon Trail Park tomorrow night against the Outlaws. They travel to Fort Morgan on Friday, off day on Saturday before they take on the Outlaws again here at Oregon Trail Park on Sunday. Now Trujillo, who digs in, he's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. First one at the letters for strike 1. Scored in that first inning. And the Reese Hodges ground ball to short. That one lifted right field, should be playable for Fisher. He's coming in on it. It's going to bloop in front of him. They're going to send the run home. Throw comes to the plate. They're going to hold him now. As a great strike from Fisher would have gotten him out, so a good decision to decide to hold him back. That blooped with the wind kind of pushing in from Fisher's direction. Just killed it. Now the bases are loaded after 3 straight singles. Or 3 singles in the last 4 batters, I should say. For Sean Clays, he also has reached twice. Once on a walk and once on a hit. First pitch up the middle. Zamaripa's got it. He will take it to second himself. A great dig to avoid any more damage, but the Tribe get 3. They lead by 2. So we head to the bottom of the 4th here on KDB and the Front Range League Network. Back here at Oregon Trail Park, through 3.5 innings, these two teams have combined to strand 15 base runners. 8 on the side of the Tribe, 7 on the side of the Pioneers. And we got Ray Zamaripa, Rivers Freckleton, and Jacob Solis due up in this inning. As that's going to really mess up my scorebook. We'll see how. I'll just throw him down here. Ray was hit by a pitch. His lone at-bat is the first pitch in there for strike 1. Both these teams have missed on some big opportunities. But they've also cashed in some. It's 8-6. That one popped up left side. Should be playable in the infield. Sorolis calling everybody off, and he's got it for out number 1. Well, now I stand corrected. Well, Freckleton goes out, and it's Solis due up.
Next up, designated hitter today's hometown hero.
Jacob Solis now due up, the DH in tonight's ball game with 1 out. First pitch, big swing. Trying to cut that lead in half, but it comes up empty, and it's 0-1. And he launches that one deep out to left. Jacobs gives it a look. He leaps. Did he make the catch? He did. Takes a hit away from Jacob Solis, and there are 2 away. Gave it a ride, but just missed it. And now it's Paxton Markheim. Last up for the Pioneers here in the 4th. Pioneers have had at least 1 runner on in each of the first 3 innings. They've had a couple of long innings. So he chops that one back with the middle. Should be playable. Carbajal throw to first. is in time, and it is a quick 5-pitch 1-2-3 inning for Carbajal. Gets a little bit of help from his defense, and the Pioneers trail by 2 as we head to the 5th here on KNB in the Front Range League Network. First time the Pioneers haven't gotten a runner on base. And now they will, the Tribe will come to bat here in the 5th inning, trying to extend that 8-6 lead. Got 3 runs off Toller in that last inning. Just had a Outlaws dizzy bat race in between innings, and it was the shortstop Gideon Leslie who got the win, who missed yesterday's game with an illness. Good to see him back at the ballpark, and now the Pioneers needing to try to do something similar. It was a quick 1-2-3 inning, just 5 pitches for Carbajal in the bottom of the 4th. Now Toller in his 3rd full inning of the game entered midway through the 2nd. Did have some defensive switches in this game, or in this inning, I should say. Dante Wade moves from center to right. Fitzpatrick enters back in to play in center, and it's Michael Fisher coming in to play first base. It's Toller out there for his 5th inning, or here in the 5th inning, trying to keep this 2-run deficit where it's at for the Pioneers. Piles haven't lost an exhibition game yet this year. It was a close first one against the Fort Morgan 19U team. They took the second one 10-0, and then they played the Buckley Bombers, won that one in run rule fashion as well. This Colorado Tribe team wanting revenge after last night against the Outlaws. Really just putting themselves in a deep hole early, not able to work out of it. They were in a hole early in this one. We're down 4-0, but immediately came back with 5 runs of their own. Since then, it's been back and forth. First pitch swinging off the bat of Hayden Stack, but he fouls that one out of play for strike 1. Stack with a walk and a ground out so far in this ball game. Following him will be Reese Hodges, who's reached twice. And then the top of the lineup due up here in the 5th. There's no one loosening in the Pioneers dugout. Toller sets and delivers the 0-1 pitch to Stack. That one is fouled out of play. And so a quick 0-2 count. Hayden Stack, the Pacific University athlete, still trying to search for his first hit of the game. Although he did walk in a run back in the 2nd. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. A disappearing curveball for out number 1. Now it brings in Reese Hodges, who began that 4th inning rally with a walk. The only walk that Toller has surrendered, and of course that walk came in to score. See it happen so often. Toller sets and delivers. First pitch is fouled off. So a quick 0-1 count to the second baseman who pitched last night for this Tribe team. The 0-1 misses outside, and the count evens at 1-1. Hodges standing in the right-handed batter's box. He's reached twice in this game, once on an error to the shortstop. He also walked, as I said, in that last inning to start the rally. Toller trying to match that 1-2-3 inning from Carbajal in the last frame. Looks like we might have some rain incoming in a little bit. That one's fouled out of play. Count evens at 2-2. That one stays high. Count runs full. Trying to avoid walking Hodges for the second time in as many innings. Payoff pitch is fouled out of play. Count still full to Hodges. One out here. Top of the fifth inning. Pioneers trail 8-6. It's been an exciting back and forth game. The Pioneers trying to stay within striking distance. We've seen this team be able to put up a couple of runs with a simple bloop and blast. As I said, you got to keep it within striking distance. Toller sets the next payoff pitch. Down on the ground towards third. Harvey's got it. Throw to first in the dirt, and it's past Fisher. And for the second time in this game, as Hodges will get to second easily, he will reach on an error, this time a throwing error by Harvey. So I'll make one of those when he played third base against the Outlaws. He's going to make that throw plenty of times in practice, but in the game, not able to make that one. And a one-out runner in scoring position for the Tribe here, top of the fifth inning. Again, trying to add to that 8-6 lead. It's the top of the lineup here. Grady Jacobs and Brady Sorolis both got hits against Toller in that last inning. A single for Jacobs and a double off the bat as Sorolis scored 2. First pitch up the middle. It's going to drop in front of Fitzpatrick. Throw will come into the plate. Hodges had to make sure that ball dropped, so he only gets to third, but that puts runners on the corners with just one out for the dangerous batter of Sorolis, who's reached all 3 times, once on a walk, once on an E6, and once on that double that plated 2. He's driven in 3 so far in this game. More ducks in the pond for him here. Pioneers have turned 1 double play so far in this game. First pitch taken high for ball 1. That one popped up left side of the infield. Carr Simmons can't find it. Harvey's under it, though, as that one blew back towards him. For out number 2. Good communication there between the left side of the infield to make sure someone was able to get under it. With 2 outs, runners still stand at the corners for Caleb Korth. He went down swinging his last time up. Still yet to get a hit or reach So he reached on a fielder's choice. Pitch, called a strike. Throw goes down to second. Zamripa playing in front, trying to keep that run from scoring. Would have been a close play with that strong throw from Roth, but just wanted to make sure that run does not score. Two runners in scoring position for Korth. The 0-1 pitch. That one taken just above the letters, and the count evens. Pioneers trying to strand 2 more runners of the Tribe. They've already stranded 8 in this game through 4. That one on the corner. Count moves to 1-2. The Tribe not trying to let more opportunities pass them by. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Korth goes down swinging. He strikes him out again, and he strands 2 in scoring position, and the Pioneers still trail by 2. So we head to the bottom of the 5th here on KNB in the Front Range League Network. Jackson Carbajal out there for his 5th inning of work, and why not? He has been excellent so far. He's been excellent as of late, really. After those 4 runs scored in the first, was able to shut them out in the second. A couple more runs scored in the third, but a 1-2-3 fourth on just 5 pitches. Now he faces Carter Simmons, Cole Roth, and Dante Wade, but this is the part of the lineup that's had his number. Specifically, Simmons, Roth, and Fitzpatrick have all reached a couple of hits for both Simmons and Roth. And then Fitzpatrick reached on a walk, and he's also singled. So he has 2 RBIs today. Simmons trying to keep his perfect day alive. He's 2 for 2. And Pioneers trail 8-5 on the Wesco scoreboard, trying to fight back here. It's been back and forth all night between these 2 squads. First pitch is taken at the letters for strike 1. That one misses low and away. Able to take that one and count evens at 1-1. Fouls that one off. Now he's going to fight from behind 1-2. Singled on the first pitch he saw back in the first. Took a 2-1 pitch for a single his last time up. First time he's been in a 2-strike count today. Three home runs on the season. They've come at 3 different ballparks. Now the 1-2 pitch. That one back up the middle for a base hit. Carbajal tried to get his glove back up towards him quick enough, but couldn't get it there. And Simmons is now 3 for 3, and now it's Cole Roth's turn to try to go 3 for 3. Couple of singles for him. Scored on a wild pitch in the 3rd inning. At that point, made the game 6-5. Now the Pioneers trail 8-6. Bottom of the fifth. Pioneers themselves have stranded 7 runners on. First pitch swinging for Roth, but he fouls that one back for strike 1. Both these teams have just missed on some opportunities here in this one. We talk about that a lot. Can come back to haunt you. Well, one of these teams is going to come back to haunt. The 0-1 pitch gets him off stride. Pulled the string on him. He's behind 0-2. Now Roth has to battle in his first 2-strike count of the day. Saw Simmons do that perfectly with a single back up the middle. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Back-to-back off speeds. And the 4th strikeout of the game for Carbajal. Now with 1 out, brings in Dante Wade. So far in this game, he's hit with 5 runners on in his 2 ABs. Struck out swinging his first time up. Second time up, he hit the ball on a knob, but right to the third baseman. First pitch taken high for ball 1. Third baseman over there, Trujillo. The 1-0 is fouled out of play, and the count evens at 1-1. Wade, the 5'9" freshman at North Central University in Minnesota. Gives a look over at first is Carbajal. The 1-1. Able to spit on that one below the zone. Make it 2-1. Simmons leads off first after his leadoff single. The 2-1 popped up behind the plate. And out of play. So a 2-2 count. Roth went down swinging on 3 pitches. And now Wade in a 2-2 count. Two pitch, can't quite catch the front door, and the count runs full to Wade. Good battle here from Wade in that right-handed batter's box. The payoff pitch called for strike 3. Wade thought it was below the zone, and he might have an argument. So that one was down around the knees, might have caught the zone. It's tough, but he goes down looking, and the 5th strikeout of the game for Carbajal. Now 2 outs. Runner still stands at first for Jordan Fitzpatrick. He's reached both times. The first pitch misses low for ball 1. Looked awfully close to where that strike 3 was called for Wade. Swings on that one and fouls it directly back. Fitzpatrick with 2 home runs on the season, both of them coming here at this ballpark. Simmons initially takes off, then decides against it, but doesn't matter because that one's fouled off. And now Fitzpatrick behind 1-2. Another 2-strike count for Carbajal. He's got 2 strikeouts, and he surrendered a single. So it looks like the home plate umpire is going to need a new set of baseballs. Count stands at 1-2. To the Pioneers outfielder that's been moving all around the place. He's currently in center field. The 1-2 pitch, taken high, count evens at 2-2. Fitzpatrick has shown pop. He can tie this game with 1 swing of the bat, but right now with a 2-2 count, trying to extend this bottom of the 5th. Ground zone back up the middle, off the glove of Carbajal. He's going to play it, only plays to first. It's not in time. He pulled his foot. And everybody is safe. It's going to be a bang-bang play either way. Carbajal just not able to glove it initially. Has to run back to try to. Rush the throw. Fitzpatrick is safe over there. He's reached all 3 times, and now it's Dalen Salters his 3rd time up. He reached on a walk his last time. Big spot here. Chance to cut into that lead. First pitch swinging. He'll start behind 0-1 on that foul ball. Rahal sets, gives a look at second, now delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one misses low and away. Good stop by Schultz to keep it in front of him. Carbajal gives a look at second. Now time is called as everyone will reset themselves. Pioneers put up 4 runs in the first. The Tribe answered with 5 of their own. Bottom of the 3rd, Pioneers got 2. And then top of the 4th inning, the Tribe immediately answered with 3 more. The 1-1. That one called ball 2 below the zone. Each time the Pioneers have scored, the Tribe have answered with 1 extra run. The 2-1 popped up right side of the infield. Hodges coming in on it. It's the first baseman who calls everybody off, and he's got it for out number 3. So the Pioneers strand 2 more base runners, and they still trail by 2. As we head to the 6th inning here at Oregon Trail Park on KNV and the Front Range League Network.
Last time we talked, you had nothing to say. You chose to walk, give what we had.
3-5 here at Oregon Trail Park. Colorado Tribe. Second game in 2 days for them. They lead 8-6. And while Toller's warming up for his 4th full inning, I'll let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Castle & Cook. Contact Jennifer Urialis, your local 5-star lender with Castle & Cook Mortgage for a simple, friendly, and fast loan process for your home purchase or refinance. Contact Jennifer today. Castle & Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle. Also brought to you by Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial, farm, and feed truck center representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh. 322 South Beltline Highway East in Scottsbluff. So Freckleton enters, or comes into the infield. Either play short or third. We'll see where Simmons goes. Harvey moves out to left. Looks like Simmons will stay at short, and Freckleton will come into play at third. So Freckleton and Harvey give a quick switch. Roth still behind the plate. Harvey in left, Fitzpatrick in center, and it's Wade in right with Freckleton at third, Simmons at short. Somebody put second, Fisher at first, Toller at the plate. Behind the plate is Roth. And it will bring in Josh Sutrina. Singled his last time up on that infield in play. 1 for 3 on the day with that RBI. First pitch. Gets the outside corner for strike 1. Toller has been scoreless. 3 of the 4 full innings he's pitched. Give 3 runs in that 4th frame. That one hit well to left center. That could be trouble. That one's deep back at the wall. It is off the base of the wall. So Trina will get into second with a leadoff double, the second double the Tribe have hit. For the second straight inning, the Tribe will begin with a runner in scoring position. Now brings in Lucas Schultz. A walk, a single, and a fly out to right so far in this ball game. That one in there, middle for strike 1. Toller now trying to work around that leadoff double by Sutrina. Pioneers have gone scoreless in 2 straight innings offensively. You don't want this lead to grow any bigger. 0-1, a beauty. Falls in there. And an 0-2 count. So the catcher, Schultz. Toller gives a look back at second. Delivers the 0-2 pitch. Schultz able to just foul that one off to stay alive. The 0-2, that one's fouled off just above the Tribe dugout. Toller so far has gone 3 2/3. Allowed those 3 runs that all came in the 4th inning. He has surrendered 9 hits. Defense has hurt him a little bit as well. Huge lead. Runner takes off. Pitch called a ball. Throw down. He is safe. Another weird play at third. It was kind of like a half slide. But just had a massive lead over at second. And Roth with no real chance to throw him out. Although, again, he made it close. He's got an extremely strong arm. We've seen it be extremely accurate so far. The 1-2 is taken high, and the count evens. Infield's going to stay back, potentially allow a run to score, but in order to get an out. That one is fouled out of play. Looks like Toller had something to say. Someone back there. Count stays at 2-2. Runner at third. Nobody out here in this inning. The 2-2 is just able to be fouled off again. Schultz not going down easily. A couple of times he's just done those defensive swings. He's been able to stay alive. Toller comes set, arms at his chest, and the 2-2. That one is fouled off to the right side. Schultz just in a long battle here in the top of the 6th inning. Trying to get some extra run support with 1 run standing 90 feet away. With the infield playing in, pretty much anything outside it to the pitcher on the ground would score him. As that one lifted left field, Harvey over on it. He's got it for out number 1. Throw will come in. It will pull Roth up the third base line, and that will work for a sac fly. A fantastic at-bat from Lucas Schultz. And the Tribe now lead 9-6 here, top of the 6th. Can't ask for any at-bat better than that. I mean, he fouled off a ton of tough pitches. He was able to lift something into left field. Good play by Harvey on a good read to at least make an out. But Schultz did his job. Got that run in from third. Now the first pitch, check swing, foul ball to Owen Elzer. Starts behind 0-1. Singled back in the fourth. He's 1 for 3. He's also struck out swinging. He's grounded into a double play. Toller sets and delivers the 0-1 pitch. Doesn't get the call on that one. The count evens at 1-1. That one gets the call at the letters that time, and it's a 1-2 count into the center fielder, Elzer. Again, Elzer last night went 0 for 0. Was walked, he was hit by a pitch, and he drove in a run on a sac fly. The 1-2 swung on and missed. A beauty from Toller, his 4th strikeout. And with 2 outs, it brings in the third baseman, Max Trujillo. He is 3 for 3 with 3 singles, trying to stay perfect here in his 4th at-bat.
Next batter, third baseman Max Trujillo.
And first pitch fouled off for strike 1. Pioneers will have the top of the lineup due up in the next frame. Both times the top of the lineup has started an inning. Oh, sorry. First, Toller's got to get the final out in this frame. One run has already scored in this inning, trying to not allow any more to come in. That one just able to foul that one off the end of the bat. Either way, it's an 0-2 count. Toller sets once again. The 0-2 pitch doesn't quite drop in at the top of the zone. One in this inning. Tribe extend their lead to 9-6. Now the 1-2. That one on the ground towards short. Freckleton will cut it off. Throw to first in the dirt. It is dug out by Fisher, and he's out at first for out number 3. But a double off the bat of Josh Sutrina and a fantastic at bat from Lucas Schultz scores a run, and the Pioneers now trail the Tribe 9-6 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here on KNB in the Front Range League Network. Pioneers come to bat here, bottom of the 6th inning. It is a new pitcher on the mound. And that might be a blessing in disguise for the Pioneers, as last 2 innings they had really struggled against Carbajal. It will be Sean Clays entering to pitch. Not quite sure who's in right field for him. He was in right field. We'll finish the day off for Carbajal. He allowed 9 hits, 6 runs came in, only 5 of them earned. He walked 3, struck out 5, hit a couple of batters. They also stranded 9 runners in those 5 innings, which is a huge number for this Tribe squad, because it could have been a much different ballgame otherwise. Michael Fisher, the first one to come to bat here in this inning. It does look like it is Henry Dingus out and right. Played last night, was not in the starting lineup today. Now Michael Fisher, the leadoff hitter, will lead it off. It's reached twice on 2 hit by pitches. He also struck out swinging. That one in there for strike 1. First time he'll swap around and hit from the left side in this ball game. The 0-1 delivery from Clays. That one lifted right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. That's a good way to start. Lead it off with a base runner. His first hit of the day. And now it'll be Deshaun Harvey as the right-handed pitching Clays will face a couple of left-handed hitting batters. And Harvey will enter in this one 0 for 2 with a walk, a ground out, and a strikeout. Squares around a bunt. Puts it down left side. It's a beauty. It's played, no play will be made by Trujillo. And how about that? A bunt single for Deshaun Harvey, and the Pioneers are cooking here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Back-to-back singles. Now it brings in Ray Zamaripa. He is 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch, and he popped out to the second baseman his last time up. See what we can do here with Jacob Solis on deck, who just missed a home run his last time up. Also had a hit taken away from him after a great catch by Grady Jacobs, which is good to see after a couple of tough plays last night and left. First pitch, a very loopy breaker, almost looked like a 12-6 curve. Misses inside for ball 1. The 1-0 is popped out of play. Zamaripa a little off stride on that one, and the count evens at 1-1. Big inning here. Pioneers with a couple of leadoff base runners. It feels like if you're going to do something, now's the time to do it. Now time is called. I said Zamaripa's been working really well at the plate. He's only struck out 12 times in 24 games. He's walked 12 times. The OBP up at 353. The result, maybe off the bat, not exactly what you want to see, but again, he's been great at the plate, and that's kind of the first step. Just working good at bats. Eventually, you'll start finding your pitches, and eventually, you'll start finding holes in the defense. Conversation between the pitcher and the catcher, and as they talk, we'll talk to you about Ryan's Welding, selling PJ Texas trailers in a wide variety of sizes, as well as offering a full-service welding shop. Tonight's broadcast also brought to you by Viera Wireless, Hometown Groups, Global Reach, Viera Wireless, Scottsbluff. It's a 1-1 count to Zamaripa, who's kind of been all over the place, settled in at second base as of late. A couple of looks back at second. Now the 1-1 pitch. That one's popped up behind the plate. So Zamaripa behind 1-2 in this AB. Fisher off second, Harvey off first. The 1-2, a breaker that Zamaripa is able to spit on, and the count evens at 2-2. 2-2 breaker. But again, that one stays inside. Tough to tell if it's supposed to be more of a curve or a 12-6. Either way, it hasn't been able to break inside, so the count runs full. Have to avoid a walk here. He doesn't. That one misses low, and the bases are juiced. Been a lot of bases loaded ABs for the Pioneers. They've stranded 9. Well, now you've got to find something here. It's going to be Rivers Freckleton on deck. Looks like he will take his second AB here in the 6th inning. Unless they pull a switcheroo on me again. Solis just missed a home run his last time up. Chance to do some big-time damage. First pitch breaker. Doesn't get the call outside the zone for ball 1. Leadoff singles from Fisher and Harvey. Now the well-earned walk by Zamaripa. The 1-0 is fouled off. The front range leader in home runs and RBIs. He scored 26 runs on the season. He's had 11 doubles, 3 triples in league play this year. The 1-1 breaker. That one misses outside. That loopy curveball enters really slow. Been able to kind of identify it early and either lay off of it or attack it so far. The 2-1, another fastball, he's fouled out of play. Count now at 2-2. Bases loaded to Solis. No one out in this inning. Pioneers trying to fight back from a 9-6 deficit. That one misses outside and another full count. Nowhere to put him. Clay is on the mound, still yet to retire his first batter of the game. The payoff pitch is fouled out of play. Solis with a great AB here. Saw it from Zamaripa. Seeing it from Solis here. Clays has his sign. Now the next 3-2 pitch. Able to spit on that one outside the zone. An RBI walk for Jacob Solis. Third RBI of the game, and the Pioneers able to add another one to their scoreboard. It's now 9-7 Tribe. Bases stay loaded. Still no one out. It's Rivers Freckleton getting his second AB of the game. Once again in a big spot. Looks like Caden Ferguson's going to step into the on-deck circle.
Next batter, Rivers Freckleton.
He singled his only time up to the plate. Takes that one above the zone for ball 1. Kind of similar to what we saw last night. Pioneers letting some other guys get some ABs here in this game. Able to hold off on that one above the zone. Count is 2-0 to the Canadian. He's able to spit on that one. Once again, nowhere to put him for Clays. Still no one out. He's got to find a way to throw a strike here after back-to-back walks. The 3-0 gets the outside corner on that one. Here's the 3-1. That one misses low, and another walk, his third straight walk. And that will knock in another run. Now Caden Ferguson's going to get a chance, and now here comes the Tribe coach. Looks like it'll be Cole Roth stepping into the on-deck circle. So it looks like they've skipped Markheim and Simmons, and this time through the lineup. It'll be the pitcher Caden Ferguson who gets a chance. Now Clay is outside of that meeting, showing some frustration behind the mound. Tough to tell if they're making a switch or not. Looks like there is going to be some kind of switch. I believe that is Lucas Schultz, who actually came from the dugout. So it looks like he will go to the mound. Just a rough outing for Sean Clay as he exits with the bases loaded. All those runners will be accounted to him. Didn't record a single out. Behind the plate is going to be Max Trujillo. We'll see how they do this infield orientation. So new pitcher on the mound is Lucas Schultz. He was the catcher. Now he comes into pitch. Again, Trujillo goes behind the plate. Clays will stay in the game. Looks like he'll stay in the infield. Or maybe I stand corrected. Will be, I believe, Ethan Alejo who will enter the game. I would assume to play third base. He played there last night. So Clays exits with Alejo coming to play third. Again, Trujillo behind the plate catching the former catcher Lucas Schultz. And as he warms up, it's a good time to let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Clean Harbors. For more than a quarter of a century, Clean Harbors has been providing environmental and industrial waste management services to Kimball and the surrounding communities. They are the industry-leading provider of treatment, incineration, destruction, and disposal of hazardous waste in North America. They are proud to bring sustainable jobs and waste management services to the area and pride themselves on being an integral part of the surrounding communities. Clean Harbors, people and technology creating a better environment. So Caden Ferguson will insert a hit today. Pioneers trail by just one run now. Bases still loaded with no one out. Fisher and Harvey led off with singles, and in 3 straight walks of Ray Zamaripa, Jacob Solis, and Rivers Freckleton. Ferguson did take an AB against Carter Reisig earlier this season. It's the first pitch in there for strike 1. Scorebook might be even messier than it was last night, but we muscle on. That one called strike 2. Questionable call, but he's going to have to battle here behind 0-2. Infield is playing in for the Tribe. On deck circle stands Cole Roth. He's able to hold off on that one. Count now 1-2 to the Pioneers pitcher, getting the second AB of the season. And he lines that one left field. That's going to get through for a base hit. It'll score a run. Second run is Solis. Throw will be cut off, and Solis will score. And Caden Ferguson flips this game upside down with a 2 RBI single, and the Pioneers take a 10-9 lead. How about that? Zamaripa and Solis both score on the Caden Ferguson 2 RBI single. And now it is Cole Roth. Simmons does not take an AB here. Roth, 2 for 3, couple of singles and a strikeout swing. Still no one out in the inning. The Pioneers now lead 10-9 on the West Coast scoreboard. Pitch misses high for ball 1. Roth, the young catcher, has looked excellent back there. He's made some sharp throws tonight from behind the plate. Grounds that one towards short. Tough play for Sorolis. Only plays to first, and he's not in time. He was playing Freckleton behind him. Usually see that the other way around. It was a long run. Didn't even try to throw it to second. Went to third. He can't make the play, and the bases are loaded on the infield single for Cole Roth, his second of those in the game. Bases loaded once again for Dante Wade. He has been up to plate 2 or 3 times with a ton of runners on. As he checks his swing, he did go. Ball gets away. Freckleton coming to the plate. Toss home. Dropped by the pitcher, and it's not in time. And everyone will move up, and Freckleton will score on the wild pitch. Runners at second and third. It's an 0-1 count after Wade did go for that one. That one misses, but a good stop by Trujillo on that one. And the count evens at 1-1. Pioneers now lead 11-9. But we've seen this Tribe team respond every single time the Pioneers have scored. That one at the knees. Now Wade behind 1-2. Wade went down looking on a pitch around there for strike 3 in his last AB. Lines that one left center field. It's going to be brought in by Jacobs, but it should be plenty deep enough for the sac fly, as Ferguson will come around to score on the sac fly from Dante Wade. Pioneers keep adding on. It's now 12-9 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now Jordan Fitzpatrick will step in with 2 outs, runner at second base. Fitzpatrick has reached all 3 times, couple of singles and a walk. He's knocked in 2 runs. First pitch swinging. Can't get to it for strike 1, though. It's Roth leading off second. Fitzpatrick at the plate trying to stay perfect. Swings through that one, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Schultz shakes a couple of times, now agrees and comes set. Gives a look at second. Now the 1-2 pitch on the ground towards second. Should be playable by Hodges. Throws it on to first for out number 3, but the Pioneers strike for 6. Flip this game on its head. Excuse me, that was 2 outs. I was reading the wrong inning. So Dalen Salters will get an AB here in the bottom of the 6th as well. First pitch in there for strike 1. Roth does advance to third with 2 outs on that ground out to second. Fisher, who started off this inning with a single, awaits on deck. Misses, gets away. Roth going to try to take home. It's going to be close, but the pitcher isn't there. It's misplayed, and Roth scores on the wild pitch. Pioneers now lead 13-9 after 7 runs have scored in this inning. Count is even at 1-1 to Salters. Lines that one right center field. Over on it is Dingus, and he's got plenty of time to bring it in for out number 3. Gave it a ride, but just got under it. The inning is over. The Pioneers, as I was saying earlier, turn this game on their head. They score 7, go from down 3 to up 4 as we head to the 7th inning here on KNB in the Front Range League Network.
I wish I had a Bill Sheffield voice. I know, but I don't. Okay, so I'll make this quick because we're playing. We've been here 9 years. Over the course of 9 years, we acquire a lot of stuff, and stuff that's left over from promotions, jerseys, autographed baseballs, and things like that. And Meyer and I are going through the office the other day and just kind of, knee deep in this stuff. It's like, what are we doing with it? Let's give it to you guys. So for the remainder of our season, every home game, we're going to throw things in the stands every day, autographed baseballs, jerseys, and all that. And our last Piles game next Wednesday, we're just going to set up tables of stuff that we just don't need anymore. Come on in, and T-shirts and hats and all that stuff. Come on in and grab them. But for now, are you ready to get some stuff, free stuff? Well, let's go. Let's get to it. That was wow. Don't hurt people with it, Mallory. Wow. Hey, Mallory. They don't all go to the same people, all right? There you go. There's people down there.
The 7th, Pioneers lead 13-9 as he warms up. Let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Team Chevrolet, home of the lifetime warranty on every new vehicle from Team Auto. Also brought to you by Independent Plumbing and Heating, Inc. They've been servicing the Western Nebraska Panhandle since 1933. Top of the 7th inning. Some more defensive switches. Looks like Freckleton's over to play short.
Mallory getting violent.
Zamaripa comes over to play third. And Harvey will move over to play second. So Lease enters defensively to play in center. It's Wade over in left. And Fitzpatrick out in right. It's almost not even worth reading right now, but I believe Ethan Alejo, who entered for Sean Clays, to hit here. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. Doesn't get that call, count evens at 1-1. Clays, who could not record an out on the mound. Alejo last night reached twice, once on a fielder's choice. He was also hit by a pitch. Outside corner that time gets the call. It's a 1-2 count. That one drops below the zone. Alejo, good job to hold up on it. The count evens at 2-2. Alejo, another one of these Monterey Peninsula College athletes. Takes that one for strike 3, the 5th strikeout for Toller, and there's one away. And with one out, it brings in Hayden Stack. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a groundout. He's also walked and scored. He walked in a run as well back in the 2nd inning. A lot of crooked numbers in this one. 4 runs for the Pioneers in the first, 5 for the Tribe in the second. Pioneers put up 7 in the bottom of the 6th. Now Stack takes that one for strike 1. Said this earlier, but every time the Pioneers have scored, the Tribe have responded, and they've responded with one more. Stack fouls that one off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. But not off to a good start in this inning. A Stack behind 0-2 after that quick strikeout of Ethan Alejo. The 0-2 pitch popped up right side. Should be playable for Fisher in foul territory, and he's under it, and he's got it for out number 2. Now, Reese Hodges almost jumped the gun there. Fourth time he's been to the plate. He's reached twice on errors. He walked back in the fourth. He scored 2 runs in the game and was stranded at third back in the fifth. First pitch popped up right side, but that one will land foul for strike one. Again, talks about it. 10 stranded runners for the Tribe. Could loom large. Pioneers just behind them at 9. Not like it's just been one team. Both teams have been struggling with that. The 0-1 pitch is fouled out of play, and it's a quick 0-2 count to the second baseman, Hodges. Was excellent on the mound last night. He's reached all 3 times tonight, albeit twice on errors.
Let's hear some Western Nebraska Thunder!
The 0-2 taken inside. So now it's a 1-2 count to the second baseman, Reese Hodges.
All right, fans, you can do better than that. Let's hear some Western Nebraska Thunder!
1-2. Just throws his bat out there to foul it off to stay alive.
All right, I give up.
Pioneers haven't had a 1-2-3 inning all night. 1 strike away from finishing off this 7th inning. The 1-2 taken outside. Doesn't get the swing on that one. Count evens at 2-2. Toller sets the 2-2. Called for strike 3. 6th K for Eric Toller as he goes down looking. We are through 7. 6.5 innings here at Oregon Trail Park as the Pioneers lead 13-9. They'll come back after the 7th inning stretch here on KNB in the Front Range League Network.
From the first moment I saw you, I knew I had to make you mine. Wanted to know everything about you. I didn't want to waste no time. What's something I can do for you, darling? That would make you smile. I'll bring you flowers, girl. Enough to see for miles. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure.
Pioneers come to bat here, bottom of the 7th inning, just for just before, I should say. Let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Quick Care Medical Services in Scottsbluff for all of life's little emergencies. You have a choice when it comes to your health care. And Quick Care, we're here to help. Quick Care Medical Services in Scottsbluff, a walk-in clinic, here to help. Pioneers come to bat here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Top of the lineup is due up, and both times they've had a big inning. The 4-run first and the 7-run 6th has been started by the top of this lineup with Michael Fisher. He singled to start that inning. It was a single by DJ Harvey. It's a bunt single by Deshaun Harvey. And then 3 straight walks to Zamaripos, Solis, and Freckleton. Ferguson came big with 2 RBI single. Cole Roth had an infield single, and then a sac fly from Dante Moore scored another run. They lead 13-9 on the West Coast scoreboard. With Fisher at the plate. See if he hits lefty again. He's got his single from the left side. facing this right-handed pitcher in Lucas Schultz. Started as a catcher, came in after Sean Clays just couldn't manage to get an out. Looks like Toller's having a quick conversation with the home plate umpire behind the plate. He didn't get a single out. He walked 3 batters, gave up 2 hits, and all 5 of those runs came in to score.
Hitting on second baseman, Michael Fisher.
First pitch swinging from the right side towards Elzer in center, and he's got it for out number 1. First pitch swing, good contact, but came up empty there. With 1 out, it is Deshaun Harvey. Harvey with the bunt singles last time up. Reached twice, a hit and a walk. Sizzle struck out and grounded out. First pitch popped up in the infield. Shortstop Sorolis is under it, and he's got it for out number 2. A major league pop-up off the bat of Deshaun Harvey. 2 pitches, 2 outs for the Pioneers, and now it's Ray Zamaripa. Gotta imagine gonna see a taken pitch here after 2 first pitch outs.
Next batter, left fielder, Ray Zamaripa.
And that first pitch taken high for ball 1. Zamaripa has reached twice, once on a walk. It was a well-earned walk in that last inning, and then a hit by pitch. He's scored 2 runs each time he's gotten on base. Misses inside, so it's a quick 2-0 count. And that one launched into left. Jacobs going back on it. Zamaripa gave it a ride, but Jacobs has plenty of time to bring it in for out number 3. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Schultz. Will bring the Tribe back up to bat here in the top of the 8th. Here at KNB in the Front Range League Network.
Girl, my love is always yours. I love your style, and I love your grace. Said I love to put a smile on your pretty little face. I love it when you're close to me. That's where I want you to always be. I didn't know when I found you that I would find a love so true. And you can see it in my eyes. That girl, you've got me hypnotized. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains.
We head to the 8th inning, and Toller's out there for another inning of work, and why not? He's been great. He's allowed just 4 runs. And 5 1/3. Worked a 1-2-3 inning last time up. He's got the top of the lineup due up here in the top of the 8th inning. Pioneers lead 13-9 thanks to that 7-run 6th. Brings in Grady Jacobs, who is 2 for 2 against Toller with 2 singles. That one back up the middle should be playable for Toller. Throw to first is in time, and it's at there for out number 1. Saw a couple of first pitch outs against Schultz that last inning. A couple of first pitch out there. Now he's got Brody Sorolis, who's 1 for 3 in the day, a double off of Toller. He also popped out to third. He reached on an error back in the second. He also walked as that first pitch is fouled off. Toller's now thrown 6 innings overall. He struck out 6. He's walked just 1. His offense has given him a lead, and he's been great on the mound. That one taken at the letters, and it's a quick 0-2 count for Sorolis. So the count is 0-2 to Sorolis. Toller sets and delivers. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 7. And there are 2 away. Now brings in Caleb Korth. He's faced Toller 3 times. He's grounded into a fielder's choice, and he struck out twice. So popped out to second. So 0 for 4 in the day. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1, although one part of the 0 for was an RBI ground out. Takes that one just above the letters count, evens at 1-1. Can't get the call on that one, just below the zone. It's a 2-1 count to Korth. There have been 6 frames with runs scored. Just one of them has been 1 run. The 2-1 is chopped foul, and it's a quick 2-2 count. There's been 1 run scored. That was by the Tribe in the top of the 6th. There was 2 runs scored by the Pioneers in the bottom of the 3rd. There were 3 runs scored in the top of the 4th by the Tribe. Pioneers scored 4 in the top of the bottom of the 1st. The Tribe scored 5 in the top of the 2nd, and then 7 runs were scored by the Pioneers in the bottom of the 6th. The 2-2 misses inside. Count runs full.
That's because you all stopped.
So full count here to Korth, trying to avoid his 2nd walk of the game. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed. Strikeout number 8 for Toller on the mound. And that will do it. They'll just play 8, and Toller finishes the game, and the Pioneers get the win by a score of 13-9. We'll talk about more of that on the postgame show here on KNB and the Front Range League Network.
As you leave the ballpark tonight, check around you. If you're seeing garbage, please pick it up and help us deposit that. Great appreciation from our game day.
Turn the winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours.
Pioneers win this one by a score of 13-9. It was a great team effort offensively, and Eric Toller, the head coach of the Pioneers, went 6 2/3 innings. Allowed 10 hits, 4 runs scored on him, struck out 8, only walked 1, and the final 2 innings of work, he got both 1, 2, 3 innings. In fact, he retired the final 9 batters of the game. And with me now is the player of the game, Eric Toller. How you doing?
Tired. How about you, man?
I'm tired too. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
So you came in the second inning. Did you plan to finish the game?
Yeah. First and foremost, before we continue this, I want to thank God. I want to thank Him for sending His Son, Jesus Christ, down on His cross for all of our sins. Without Him, and nothing of this would be possible. But yeah, when I went to the second inning, I definitely thought, I got to finish it out. I got to grind it out. We got a lot of games the rest of this week, so saving pitching is vital. And thank the Lord above that I was able to get the rest of those innings out of the way, and we can move on to tomorrow.
Yeah, it was good to get the win, and 7 runs in that 6th inning. Offense came through for you. It's really a team effort, top to bottom. How does that look as the manager of the team, but also the guy on the mound?
Mm-hmm. Well, with our group, we preach a lot of mental toughness, especially when you're playing a 9-inning game or a 7-inning game. We want to go out there and we want to win every inning, but sometimes you got to take your losses and look for the future. Don't get down on yourself about certain mistakes and just overall play the game, let the game come to you, and don't try to outrace yourself in the end.
So you had 8 strikeouts. Was that your goal, or just you trying to pump strikes?
My goal is never strikeouts. I tell my pitchers this all the time. Strikeouts are just a product of preparation, and my biggest thing is to make swing and misses and just make contact with the ball. Just try to get up there, be competitive, and like I've always mentioned, it's strikeouts and home runs are just by accidents.
How would you rate your performance as a manager?
I got kind of lit up there in the third. I had to make an adjustment to the move from the 4-seam to the 2-seam. They were starting to read it a lot, and I started mixing in the pitches there. So I would rate my performance probably about a good B- today. I think there were some things I didn't do properly. I didn't hold runners on as much as I would like to. But overall, I did what I had to, and I think as a manager, I'd be proud of what I did out there.
And then final 2 innings, you went 6 up, 6 down. What was your mental after that, after going for so long in those early innings?
Well, honestly, I felt a lot better going towards the end. Arm got warmed up. That inning where we did score 6, I was kind of tough sitting on the bench that long. I got kind of a little cold, but I started warming up towards the end. And mentality-wise, it was just go out there and keep pounding the zone. Nothing changed, and we mixed in a few more pitches towards the end. But overall, I just felt a little bit more better. Felt a little bit better towards the end. Body got a little bit more loose. So I just credit the preparation that I did earlier in the Anytime Fitness. Shout out to Anytime Fitness for letting us come in and use their weight room and their gym and stuff like that.
So what was this about? The defensive switches? Just to try to get people new looks? Or?
Yeah. Overall, we know how long the season's been. It's been a grind for a lot of people. So just getting them to have some time to sit in there, get a little bit of breather, and just kind of new looks. Baseball during the summer, it's all about getting your looks, getting the preparation, and getting the swings in. But at the same time, we kind of want to have fun. So having those guys get out there, play a new position, I think it also adds to the repertoire, so they can get out there and understand. If some guy's an infielder and has to play outfield, now he understands what outfielders have to go through, and vice versa. So I was a little disappointed I didn't get ready to play all 9 positions tonight, but if I knew ahead of hand this was going to be a 9 inning, I probably would have done it. So
final question. You need 3 outs in Game 7 in a 1-run game. Pitcher, all-time pitcher, who do you want?
Starter or closer?
Whoever you want.
I'm going Mike Mussini.
All righty, great answer, and that is Eric Toller, player of the game. He went 6 2/3, allowed just 4 runs and struck out 8. Pioneers get the 13-9 win. We'll talk about the rest of the game after a short break here in KNB in the Front Range League. Pioneers get a big win. They win 13-9. They stay perfect in exhibition games, and it had to be a come-from-behind victories. They were down 3 runs going into the 6th inning, and then what a 6th inning it was. Michael Fisher led off with a single. He reached 3 of 5 times in this game. He ended up scoring on the Solis walk. Harvey singled as well, and then Zamaripa with a full count walk, followed by a Solis full count walk, scored the first run of the inning. Rivers Freckleton also walked. The second run came in. And then Lucas Schultz came into pitch. He allowed a 2 RBI single to Caden Ferguson, followed by an infield single to Cole Roth. A sac fly allowed a run to score. And the Pioneers, on also a wild pitch, scored another run, and they put up 7. And really was a team effort offensively. Jacob Solis with 2 RBIs in that first inning. He ended up with 3 on the day. An RBI from Simmons. He went 3 for 3 on the day. Dante Wade had a sac fly. He got an RBI, 2 RBIs from Jordan Fitzpatrick, an RBI from Freckleton, 2 from Ferguson. And the Pioneers get a well-earned win as they'll be back in action tomorrow. But we'll talk about what's next after a short break here in KNB, the Front Range League Network.
If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Never the same. Never you calling my name, I'm taking my sweet time. Whatever the plan, I know I'm holding the best of me out of my hand. I know you always understand. Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire.
Welcome back into the Runza post-game show. Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza with locations in Scottsbluff, Gering, Shadron, and Alliance. Pioneers get a 13-9 victory. An excellent game for the Pioneers and a good bounce-back win. Kind of definitely tested the mental. Pioneers are back in action tomorrow against the Outlaws here at Oregon Trail Park. And then on Friday, the Pioneers traveling to Fort Morgan to take on the Wranglers, while the Outlaws will stay here at Oregon Trail Park to take on the Buckley Bombers. You can catch the game streamed here on the Front Range League Network, as well as the Wranglers and Pioneers on Friday. It'll be Danny DeBach on the call there. I'll be here on KNEB. And then day off for the Pioneers on Saturday with the Outlaws traveling to Fort Morgan. And then on Sunday, the Pioneers and Outlaws play each other once again as we near the end of this regular season here in Front Range League. But that'll do it for me tonight. Pioneers get the win, and they're back in action tomorrow. You can catch me, Lucas Macklin, here at the same time, same place, here on KNB in the Front Range League Network. And until next time, as always, have a blessed night.